Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Jose Soriano.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Foul ball there. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out. And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows with 4 runs driven in on 4 hits to this point in the series. Right through there for a strike.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
1 out, bases empty.
Ball outside.
And it is 2-1. And misses inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up.
Now this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
At the plate, Kerry Carpenter. And that is out of play. Carpenter launched a homer in his most recent game. Meadows leads off first with 1 away. Check on the runner, and he's back safely. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His second homer of this series. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty, one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball, and it gets by him.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Check swing, called strike. Torres working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Oh, he botches it. Still manages a throw. Rengifo for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And that drops in for a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. That's out number 3, but 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Alex Cobb.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Luis Rengifo.
And it's fouled away.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green hauls it in for the out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Luis Rengifo.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Nolan Schanuel stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that is downstairs. 2-1. swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Green on the run.
No,
and he
that's
can't
foul,
quite
foul.
get there. It's a foul ball. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out.
Batting third, right fielder, Mike.
Here's Mike Trout. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? And 1-2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Colt Keith. Soriano back to work. Soriano, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Righty delivers. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's off the inside corner. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball.
Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Felt definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So digging in, Andy Ibanez blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.
No strike.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Just missed. Popped up. Rengifo makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, catcher, Jake Rogers.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field. And that is that. Back in Anaheim, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Jorge Soler.
Soler.
And that one is inside ball 1. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Torres over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
And now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carpenter in position, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Yoan.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Yoan Moncada. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 outs. And
One
that
ball,
skips
2
into
strikes.
third. Grounds one to short. McKinstry. That ends the frame. Offense held in check there. We plate 2 full. It's the Tigers 2 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Angel Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Zach McKinstry. Swings and misses. Strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
Top of the order speedster. You'd really like to see him work his way on. He can get around the bases in a hurry, but a little too aggressive, maybe a little anxious.
And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Meadows, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And he drops it down the third baseline. And a foul ball. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Carpenter, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 outs, base is empty. That's off the mark. Now 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2 down, nobody on. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's
Riley
Riley Green. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball.
2-0.
Carpenter leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
First and second, 2 outs. Gleyber Torres now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 2 and the Angels nothing. Bottom of the inning, and the batter now, Taylor Ward.
Left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line drive. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Ball 1.
That one misses, and that is ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. That one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags and will move up to 3rd.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
And next for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
And that's downstairs. 1-0. Neto wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. And that one fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Rengifo batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. On the ground, and that one handled in plenty of time to first, and that is that. Angels strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. And we're back as we go to the top of the fourth. And now, Spencer Torkelson. First pitch misses.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that drops in for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
There's a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. And that's down and away.
1-1.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now here is Andy Ibanez. Right through there for a strike. Keith at first, one gone. And there's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
One and two.
In the dirt, blocked. And that's in the dirt.
2 strike. Full count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him swinging.
Now batting, catcher,
Here's a catcher to
Jake
hit.
Rogers.
Jake Rogers. Fly to left his first time. And that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. That one
ball,
not
two
close.
strikes.
Ball one. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for Detroit. They're up 2-0. Back here at the ballpark,
And
let's check
leading
out the
off for
latest
the
news from
Halos.
around the league.
First baseman, Nolan Shadowell.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to Torkelson. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a
Up
nice
next
job
for
of
the
keeping the ball
Angels.
out of the air.
Right
Lets the
fielder,
defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Wow.
Here's Trout. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. There's the strike.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
The Tigers up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Right through there. Got him. And now 2 gone.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball
Now
right now.
batting, the
Jorge
designated
Soler
hitter,
up at the plate. 0 for 1 so far.
Soler.
Fought off foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. He did not go around. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Right through there for a strike. Soler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Angels leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Soriano back to work. There's a strike.
Oh, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
1-2.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jose Soriano done for the night, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Angels.
in the game for the Angels, number 57.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Meadows, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Next
strike.
offering way off the plate.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Struck him out looking.
Up next for
Kerry
the Tigers,
Carpenter
right
up now for the
fielder,
Tigers.
Kerry Carpenter.
He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one is in for a strike.
1-1.
Out to short, Neto. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Riley Green.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. And that's way high. And that's ball 1. check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here is Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Torkelson steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder Taylor
Wood, the next to hit for the Angels. Doubled his first time. That's too low, and it's 1-0.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak digs in now. Flied to right his first time. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels go quietly there. They trail in this one 3-0. All set for the top of the 6th. Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Gleyber Torres.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Moniak sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed
now
it.
Batting,
man, this guy was ready to hit.
Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Just missed. That one misses, and it's 3-0. And there's ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the
now
entire
batting,
at bat.
Designated hitter,
Runner on at
Colt
first with
Keith.
1 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
Not a fast runner on the base pass, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a ball. And that drops in for a strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Angels nothing. Back back in Anaheim.
And
Well, we go
leading off
bottom
for the
6.
Halos,
And now
the
Zach
shortstop,
Neto.
Zach
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the
Neto.
skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a foul ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That one lifted to left. Green sizing this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis.
Next to hit,
Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Green hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing
Up
around
next
at
for
all.
the
He's been in attack
Angels.
mode since the very
First
start.
baseman,
2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2
Shanuel.
hitter, Nolan Shanuel, has grounded out a couple of times. And there's a strike.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
That's a little bit low.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Just missed.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Two outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first.
You're out.
And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Now
Hans
pitching for the
Kraus.
Angels.
Just trying to keep this one close
Number
here, and this is
52.
where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wow.
Andy
Leading off for the
Ibanez
Tigers.
up now for the
Third
Tigers.
baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Slice down the right side. That one down the line. Steps on first for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got
Now
that hitter to
batting,
roll over.
catcher, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And the slider
Oh.
just misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Quijada up and throwing. Suarez warming up as well. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there at the knees. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That's inside. And a full
3 ball,
count now.
2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it.
Now
Set him up
batting,
in the strike zone,
shortstop,
then
Zach
extend a little
McKinstry.
bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
McKinstry stands in now and watches strike one. High fly ball out to center field. Moniak under it. And that is that. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the right fielder, Mike Trout.
Right fielder.
This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Right through there for a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Fouled off down the right side. And a 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Logan O'Hoppe will hit next.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. Inside, just missed. Trout on at second with two down. Check swing called strike. And the count even at one. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Holton, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Vest, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. just
Nope.
misses. 2-2.
2-2.
Next
3-2.
offering misses down and away. Taylor Ward waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man at second. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Gone off the rocks in center. Touch 'em all time. That's worth the price of admission. Third home run of the season. It's 3-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Alex Cobb out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Bo Brisky takes over on the mound.
Well, the best
Now
relievers
pitching
love
for
the
Detroit.
opportunity to come in and protect
Number
the
4.
tight lead late in the ball
Bo
game.
Brisky.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Stepping in, Taylor Ward. That one misses. Ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Torres to first, and that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose
Now pitching
Quijada.
for the Angels.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed
Number
reliever from the
65.
pen with the lefty hitter coming up.
Jose
I think it's a good move. I know
Quijada.
I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game.
Tigers.
Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. One up, one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up
Now
in the
batting,
zone right there.
right
Hitter
fielder,
looked
Harry
like he was on
Carpenter.
it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
And here is Kerry Carpenter. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Quijada, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Ben Joyce appears to be getting loose. And that misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball still a 1 and 2 count. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Green in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they still lead at 3-2. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Felt no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Outside low. 1-2 to count.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
On the ground to the left, McKinstry. 1 up, 1 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now here is Zach Neto. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Hammered. Could be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. So the tying run at second. Breaking ball misses down and away. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Swing, and he popped it up. McKinstry. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Nolan.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Bo Brisky departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
Detroit.
they bring on their closer in the 8th, Tyler Holton.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And now here is Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 3 in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
and fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Angels strand 1. They're down 3-2. Back here at Angel Stadium, here's Gleyber Torres.
Leading off for Detroit, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Quijada back to work. And it's fouled away.
Forward.
Action in the Angels
One ball,
bullpen.
one strike.
Tyler Anderson preparing to come on if needed. Silseth also throwing. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Ward makes the grab, one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder
Now
coming
batting,
open
first
instead of
baseman,
staying closed.
Spencer
If he
Torkelson.
does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Torkelson in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-0. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
The other way, takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. 1 for 3.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Next offering upstairs. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. High to the order. 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Angels 2. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And now batting Mike Trout.
Right
A
fielder.
lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. One-run game, bottom 9. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Another 1-2. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And the tying run is on base. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. Check swing, called strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the tying run on at first, and the home team trying to pull it out. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And a swing and a miss. Now one away. He's 2 outs away. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Runner.
Trout on the move. Strike in there. Go to second. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Angels with only 1 out left.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
So they're down to their final out. And now Yoan Moncada trying to deliver as the hero. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers take the first 3 games of this 4-game set.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.